Now, our continuing series, Money Sense with Ellenbecker Investment Group. Well, a lot of kids are just graduating from high school and thinking about their future, what jobs that they should look for. College grads are now in the market, and it's competitive out there. So, what are the hot jobs?
Today, a list of the top 10 jobs with good opportunity, good pay, and less stress, too. Karen Ellenbecker is the president of Ellenbecker Investment Group. And quickly, why is a financial planner, someone in the money business, talking about hot jobs?
Well, so many of my clients are distressed over the fact that their kids can't get the jobs that they went to school for. And so many times they think, what did dad do? What did mom do? Or they have an idea of what it is. And then they come out and it's like, I can't get a job in there. And so often I sit down, even with some of my clients who are physicians, they'll say, I don't want my kids to be doctors. It's changed so much. The climate of medical is just really changing. And they come out with a lot of debt. And so it's almost helping your kids to figure out, you know, I know it sounds crazy, but if you have an idea of a lifestyle that you want to have, why not look at the job that might provide you that type of lifestyle? Now, I don't want to give up on the idea that it should be passion. You have to love what you do. But, you know, you can fall in love with a different job if someone brings it to your attention.
What about being a brick mason? Is that a job you can fall in love with? Because it looks like there are something like more than 1 million new homes being built this year, and there's this huge growth projection.
A huge growth projection, and the reason that is number 10.
So so brick mason,
like you said, less stress. But the other thing is, if they need brick masons, they also need welders for bridges. They need carpenters. That all sort of fits into this area. So if you want to take a look at the industry, there's going to be a lot of houses being built, a lot of buildings being built. We'll talk a little later, a lot of bridges. You don't necessarily have to have a college education to do that. You can go to a trade school. But that's another job that these all pay well. Good paying jobs.
They're hard work.
And they're hard work. But as you said, you know, there's less stress with some of those.
Civil engineering is another one with a projected 10-year growth from this Kiplinger's list of 19.7%. So huge. And basically, this is somebody who's going to design large construction projects like airports, bridges, and roads.
Well, and because our infrastructure
that never goes
constantly eroding.
And
it's constantly got to be built up. And look what's happening in Milwaukee right now with every road in the city seems to be ripped up. There's people working on that to make it happen.
8 is personal finance advisor. That's you. And the reason that we need more of those is Americans, as we age, pensions and figuring out 401k and the tax implications is more and more important.
People are looking for more help. But here's an interesting statistic. There's only 30% of all of the financial advisors and brokers in the world that are female. Women never think about, they were brought up, many were brought up to think, oh, you know, I'm not good at math, I'm not good. But really, it's about relationships. And so for women looking and thinking about this as an industry, working with families, I mean, our clients, we always say our clients are the women of the men that love them. And women get their husbands to doctors and they get them to financial advisors. But there are very few women that they can work with. And a lot of people, not everyone, would like to work with a woman, but there just aren't a lot available.
Well, I was going to ask you that because I know you're opening your Whitefish Bay location. Will you be hiring more women to work for you, or do you have your staff
full? We are looking for financial advisors. And it's very hard to
find. For that location specific?
For both of our locations. We would like to hire about 3 more.
That's wonderful.
And the other thing that goes along with this, if you don't be a financial advisor, Jolene is my assistant. She's been my assistant for over 20 years, and she's phenomenal. We work together as a team. So there's lots of different jobs within this industry. It's just not that one. So when we look at this, it's not just the bricklayer or the financial advisor. It's looking at the industry and how can you find that job for you.
Okay, so quickly now, there's physical therapist. Going from 7 to 1, physical therapist, health specialties professor, management consultants, people who are professionals who help firms increase efficiencies and lower costs.
And I'll just jump in real quick on that. Look what happened with the market and all those companies that kind of blew up. Well, they're all now trying to really be good stewards of their money, less employees. That's the person that steps in and says, let me help you strategically work with your company so it will be profitable with maybe less people, but the right people.
Dental hygienists.
Yes.
The demand and the 10-year growth is 33.3%. Information security analyst is number 3. Not a surprise there with everything we do online these days. Market research analyst. And then the number 1 is app developer.
App developer. Think about where the world is going. What is it? I have the job. Is it 133?
Yeah, it's 139, almost 140,000 new positions by the year 2022.
For app developers.
For app developers. And then think of all the information technology that goes along with it. And we're constantly hearing about how people's accounts are being hacked and all that. All those people that are working behind the scenes to prevent that.
Yeah.
So it's looking at these. So these are the top 10, I say, industries that you can research to find something that might be the right fit for you.
I love it. I think that'll help a lot of people start getting their brain, that wheel going. So here's how you can contact Karen. Maybe you need a little help planning your financial future, or you don't feel comfortable with your current financial advisor. Call the Ellenbecker Investment Group. They take the time you need to feel comfortable and safe describing your specific situation. And you can watch for that new office in the village of Whitefish Bay this summer. Again, they're hiring there in their other location. 262-691-3200 or ellenbecker.com, as I mentioned, is the website to go to. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.